Hey guys, Gus and Alan here at Milestone. We were sitting around talking about some of the things that makes Milestone different, and they put these two cool chairs here for us to have this conversation. So we thought we'd record it and just send it to it for our team. And so this is something good just while you're driving around you may listen to just to kind of reinforce who we are, how we take care of customers and all that fun stuff.
What's one of the first things that jumps out at you, Gus? We were talking about it a little bit, but what's something that since we started, actually maybe we didn't even do it when we started, but what's something we're doing now that you think separates us?
I think so in the home service industry, people don't really think about this, but our product is literally the human being.
Mm-hmm.
And I have friends that say, oh, we're in the people business. I'm like, well, you may be, but in our people business, like if our people are not out on the road, then we don't have a product. Like an Apple phone, like a person did make it, but if that person goes to bed, like their product is still working. So we're literally in the people business, and our product is the human being. So I think one of the things that Milestone tries to do is focus on that product. The same way that an engineer like obsessively compulsively like looks at an Apple phone. Mm-hmm. How does it feel? How does it look? How does it react? I think we try to do that with our product, which is the human. So one of the things that we do, I don't think any of our competitors do it, is we do hair testing. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But tell me about it.
Yeah. So hair testing for drugs, it goes back like, extended amount of time, picks up a lot of different stuff. I've talked to so many of our competitor friends that go, we would never do that because we couldn't hire people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that's your product. That's like knowingly making a worse product. And so I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think just getting to be a part of the recruiting process, the amount of people that we could offer if they could pass a hair follicle test. Also, some other things I know we look at is we're looking for culture fits too. It's not just can you do the job, but are you going to do a great job in a customer's home, care well for a customer? And you see that come through with emails that we get from customers and the amount of text messages that we get, just celebrating our technicians, just being incredible people.
Yeah, so we focus on the product, which is the human being. We do everything we can to make sure we're sending the right human being into, your house while you're not there. But you said reviews. I know you work on that side of it. What do you see as far as reviews?
Yeah, I mean, we're coming up on 40,000 reviews now, which is wild. At a 4.9 rating, it's cool. Obviously, getting to work with a number of other companies, it's always a number that stands out to
like they literally cannot figure out how we do it.
No, and it's not just unique to home services. I mean, 40,000's a lot. I don't care what industry you're in. I think what's our closest competitor? Is it 20, 25?
20 25. And 4.9. So I was looking at restaurants the other day. For a restaurant to have like a 4.6 or 4.7, it's like it's like elite. And just think about that's happening in front of a manager can just go over and solve any problem.
Yeah.
And they see, I know I've heard you talk about it. They see 4.9 and literally they just can't understand it.
Yeah. And something we were saying the other day, because of that, this has also been a pain in our butt on ChatGPT, different things like that, is Google or whatever bot's crawling it will see, oh, well, look at the amount of negative reviews they have. We probably have more negative reviews than most other companies have reviews, period. But that's because we have such an excessive amount of reviews across the board that to get to 40,000, you're going to have some, but to maintain the average and to stay at a 4.9 is like unprecedented.
Yeah. One of our partners was going through like looking at it, and they said as a percentage of reviews, we have less negative reviews than any company that they basically can find.
Yeah.
So it's, I hear, ChatGPT, the new thing is, oh, we found some negative reviews. For as smart as it is, it's not very smart because it should be going, for the amount of reviews that they have, this really, 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 they must do an incredible job day in and day out. So I think that speaks to the testimony of the human beings.
We were also talking about when it comes to the product in the home and the character of the guys and girls that we have in the house. We were also talking about just our expectations that we want to do what's right for a customer.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So what's that look like when we're talking about just caring well for a customer? And
so we do that. I think that's a great one. Again, I go back to our product as a human being. And just like anyone that manufactures something, they constant quality control and they're looking at it. So what people don't realize is we have people, our coaches, which were our best people in the field.
mm-hmm.
They literally sit here all day long. If you could ever come see it, and anyone's welcome to, they sit in front of like 3 computer screens, and we use a system called Company Cam, and they are looking at just picture after picture of what is the guy seeing, the girl seeing, what options are they giving, what readings, does this need to be offered to a customer, what would be the alternatives. And so technology has helped in a lot because, 15 years ago, someone would just do something and price it and give it to the customer, and you don't really know what happened. Well, now, man, we are just all in it. We call it call-by-call coaching. But I think that should give customers a lot of reassurance that, man, they're just like looking at everything every second that they can. And so, there's the right way isn't usually the easy way.
Yep.
And what we do is hard, but we're in the people business. I mean, at the end of the day, so.
You've even said it, and you talked about it a little bit, talking about in a restaurant, you can cook it right there. I just love whenever you've mentioned before that, I mean, it's literally like sending a kitchen with the cook and the server and everything that happens in a restaurant into a customer's home, being our product, right? If the meal's our product, we're talking the service that we're providing is our product. And the quality of individuals that we have, and I think it's really cool to be able to have the level of confidence that we have in them to go offsite into a customer's home where we don't get to watch them cook it. We don't get to see what level of service they provide, see what the end product is, once it's fixed. I mean, it's wild to think about. And then you throw on top of that, just to double down on the quality of reviews that we get, the amount of good things you have to do to get a positive review versus it takes next to nothing to get a negative review because people like sharing negative information and negative news more than they do positive. So just the amount that we get, the quality of work that we do in the home that we don't even get to see.
Yeah, no, there's people in the restaurant industry, which I used to be in a little bit. They'll say the restaurant industry is just the hardest thing. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's happening in front of you. Like you can fix it in our world. So
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to, just because I know you have a lot of friends in the industry across the country.
Yep.
What do we do and what do we offer that if I'm telling my friends, hey, use Milestone, I know what I would say, but I just like hearing it from you. Why would you use Milestone instead of any other company in DFW?
So I think beyond just the quality of you, that's the thing that we hear just over and over and over, and I hear people say, well, don't make, and I know you guys and girls out there that are listening to this, that just our Milestone team members who this is for, that, our uniform may be uncomfortable or we don't wear hats or we like, try to limit the amount of tattoos that are visible. And I don't have a problem with any of those things. I actually like most of them. But when you walk up to someone's front door, they may not know you or anything else. So we just try to provide that product. And again, the right and the best way isn't usually the easy way. And so thank you guys for always upholding that standard and doing all that. And your question was what? What we do. And so beyond doing that, then I think we try to take the risk, which is, we never ask customers for money until the job is complete. You know how weird that is? Yeah. That'd be like you go into Best Buy. Hey, I love that TV, but I really don't know. Let me go ahead and take it home, plug it all in, watch a game, and then I'll pay you for it if it all goes right.
If I liked it, yeah.
That's what we do. I mean, it's crazy. You know how much trust you have to have in your organization, your people, to deliver the right stuff? And so I think we do that. The other thing that we do is we take that risk. Then we do like this apples to apples guarantee, which is, hey, we know it's a big investment. We know you don't always know. So when you do business with us, if you find even after the fact, if you find another company that has the same warranties and guarantees, the same product, the same scope of work, and the same insurance, and they have a different price than us, then we'll match it. Do you know how often that happens? Very, very, very rarely, because you can't do everything that we do for a lesser price. Now, we can take some of those things out, but then when I talk to a customer, hey, do you not want us to pull a permit? Well, no, I want you to do that. Do you not want us to have enough insurance where something was to happen that it'd cover it? Well, no, I want you to have that. Do you not want a licensed, background check, drug tested, quality human being? Well, no, I want you to have that. Well, it all adds up, and I've shared it with customers before. I've actually had customers come up to our office. I sit down with them. I go through our P&L, and I'm like, no, man, like Apple's making like 25 and 30% net profit or something crazy. And no, we're trying on, most years it's about 10%. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that we do, and we'll cut this off. I know you guys got to get to your jobs. One of the things we do, I always tell customers, we put in writing 100% money back guarantee, apples to apples, all those things. And I always ask customers, if everyone else does what we do, then why don't they put all those things in writing? A lot of companies will say, oh, we do a good job. Oh, we're like Milestone. Oh, we're like this. We're like that. And I'll say, that's great. Why don't you have in writing those things? Because when you put it in writing, everybody has to do their job, or else the customer will say, you didn't do what you said we're going to do. It's right there. So I always ask customers, if everyone else does what they say they do what we do, why don't they put it in writing? And the customer would always go, well, I don't know. Yeah. And then I just respond, I don't know either.
Yeah. I want to add one more thing too, because I'm just thinking about who might be listening to it, and just how much I think it's special. Maybe other companies are this way, but I know it's something that I feel like is ingrained in us now very much, because you've said it over and over again, and I know now all of us being believers in it, is how much we have jobs because of the work that our technicians do, right? It's like you said, like if that's the product and it was a poor product, man, nobody's wanting to reuse that company. Nobody's wanting to tell their friend about it. And because of that, though, that everybody in the field know that we are just what our conversations around the office look like. And it looks like, man, if the customer is who you're serving, from the hub to accounting to marketing, all of our conversations are, hey, we're serving you. You're our customer.
That's right.
How do we make sure that you have everything that you need? How do we make the job as seamless as it can be? Obviously, always going to be some hiccups, but that's because we're working with customers, working with nuanced situations, but just how much the goal and desire is, can we make it as easy as possible for these folks that are standing in front of a customer, which is the hardest job, to just make it as seamless as it can be. And so want to serve everybody in the field really, really well, because y'all do such an incredible job.
Yep. Love that. All right. So thank you guys for, if you're driving, I hope you weren't watching this. I hope you were listening to it. And so we're going to try to do these. They'll get better and better. And so we're going to do some fun giveaways and shout outs and stuff like that. Trying to keep them short. There's a lot of podcasts out there that are like hour and a half or 2 hours, and some of them are really good. But we're trying to keep these 10, 15 minutes at the most. And then for all you people that are out there, it gives you something to listen to in between calls, and also gives you communication points to your customers, or maybe your team fellow colleagues, or maybe answer a question for someone that asks about Milestone that you used to work with or gonna work with, or stuff like that. So thank you guys. This is the No Name Podcast at this point.
Love that.
I don't even know what it is.
That's going to stick.
But I just want to get information out there to you guys, and it's hard to get everyone into the office. So love you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, Alan. See you soon.